Hi, my name's Carrie Geraci. I'm the director of Jackson Hole Public Art. Artists have the power to help us connect to the environment, to understand its unique complexities, and to inspire us to act on behalf of the environment. The artist can tell you better than I can.
My name is Valerie Seaberg. I did a project out at Rendezvous Park called Interdependence, and it's a giant 9-foot woven willow ball that rests just slightly in the pond, so there's a reflection.
My name is Riely Gibson. We worked with 2 local artists. The idea was that we would make these pieces of art that would go into these tunnels around Jackson in the bike tunnels. I worked on one that was about a city kind of transitioning from being caged in and all this rubble into this really pretty scene of birds and mountains and kind of showing Jackson Hole and kind of some of the really aesthetic characteristics we have in our nature.
My name is John Frechette, and I am the creator of Strands. Strands is a glass art sculpture that represents a segment of the DNA that makes bison and grizzly bear unique.
I'm standing in front of what we call River in Reverse, and it's created entirely from the scrap material from another public art commission that exists out at the Jackson Hole Airport. So this project is really exemplary of a resourceful approach to creating art, and I think that's a really interesting capacity that artists bring to the picture, a way to kind of look at materials or situations that other people might cast away or forget about or see as neglected, and I think artists have the really vibrant imagination to think up fresh ideas how to use these materials or resources that might go by the wayside.
So my name's Megan Hanson, and I did a project here on the Wilson Centennial Pathway with my 2 sisters, Kathleen and Nora. What we did is take 530 million years, the last kind of large chunk of time in the world, and translated it into a half-mile section of the pathway, so just over 2,600 square feet. And we explored that geographic or geologic time scale in a geographic sense. And it's very interesting to look at, like I said, 2,600 feet. Humanity only came into this in the last 75 feet. And so you, as the experiencer of this art installation, walked for half a mile, yet you personally only come into existence for the last 75 feet. The goal of our project was to make the history and timelines and the understanding of how species come and go and they're dying off understandable and tangible.
Hi, I'm Ben Roth. Using my art and the exposure of my art, I can get a positive message out that we need to care about the environment and protect it. Whenever possible, I use recycled materials, and the most recent one I did was called a piece called Fallen. We took a dead white bark pine tree that had been killed by the beetles, and what I created was sort of a breaking wave. We had a sign up next to the piece explaining what's happening with the white bark pine forests and the beetles that are killing them, and the cause being global warming and the fact that we're not having these harsh, cold, early winters that would kill off the life cycle of the pine beetle.
When people come to visit here, they're not just looking behind their cameras at our world, but through art and through our beautiful landscape, they will be brought into it and engaged with it. I think what public art can do for us as human beings is it can inspire us to consider our place in the family of things, to act on behalf of the planet out of inspiration.